The leadoff
Jose
hitter
Altuve up to hit here.
Second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
No, that's down.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez racing after it. One away. Air Yordan steps in to take his hats.
Yordan Alvarez.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Pulls it down, and there are two away.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Isaac Paredes now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And ball one.
Whoa, that's down.
That one missed. Way back there. Leaping, and it's gone. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Ball, that's outside.
Fouled off left side.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Rodriguez on his way over, and that's the third out. Second inning set to go, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Curve in the dirt. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So now back to the top of the order.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that one hit to first. Walker tossed to second, and two. What a play.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Goes down looking. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That's to third, and that should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Bryce Matthews in the box now. Takes strike 1. Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. Runner to third. He's safe. Runner at third. Nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And next to hit for Houston, Zach Cole. Swings through that one for strike 1. Runner on at third, 1 gone. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And down to shortstop, Braden Shoemaker. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. The other way. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on.
Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third.
He's in there.
And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. That one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
And that is the third out of the inning. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Out towards right center field, Matthews on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and 1 out. Here's Josh Naylor.
Up next for Seattle, first baseman Josh Naylor.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. He gets there with the slide to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Out to center. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Nope.
Rayleigh takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Hey.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back to back. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Donovan stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Yep, that ball went out.
Pickoff moved to second. Rosarena dives back. And there's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. As we go to the last of the third, here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. That's smacked on a line to center. And there's one down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far.
Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 away now. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at-bat. And that is that. Back now at Fenway. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. Ripped to third and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Cole Young. Right through there for a strike. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Back to the top of the Seattle order, J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. This one in the air center field. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And that is out of play.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
1 down.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Smith batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Ball one.
On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So digging in, Bryce Matthews. He's 0 for 1.
Bryce Matthews.
Gets down, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw.
He's in there.
Safe.
He's safe.
Goes to second and he's picked off. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
That's the ball.
On the ground to the left. Crawford throws to first in time. And that will end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Into the monster seats and gone. A shot to the opposite field. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. This one in the air. Walker under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's one away. And now it's Josh Naylor.
Hey!
One out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the fifth. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Matthews has a beat on it. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Arozarena up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Inside, ball 2.
Now
That's
one
ball
miss.
3.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for Seattle.
So up next,
fielder,
Luke Raley, 1 for 2. In there for strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. Arozarena on the move. Base hit. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for Seattle.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Two on, 2 outs. Double steal. In the air, right field. Smith under it. And that'll do it. Back here at Fenway Park, and stepping in for the Astros, Braden Shoemaker. To the right side.
Oh,
And
that's
foul ball. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. So here's Christian Vasquez. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
Ball. Ball, that's in.
The Mariners leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And that one is downstairs. 3-2 now. Right side. Raley in position. And that quickly 2 away. So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Just missed.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing, it puts you right back in this ball game.
Out to short, Crawford. Throws to first in time. And the Astros put down in order. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Top of the 6th inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just...
Now pitching.
Brian Abreu on to pitch here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Walker takes it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Second baseman
Cole Young up next for the Mariners. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No play. That's an infield single.
Up next for Seattle, shortstop.
And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. 1 for 3.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just to
this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Up next for Seattle, catcher.
First and second, 1 out. Cal Raleigh will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Line drive, base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. But he scrambles back.
Up next for Seattle,
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot.
That's a ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one's in there. And the count 1-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Inside. Ball 3. The M's trying to break this one open. And we're the top half of the 6th. Late swing, fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Payoff pitch. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Naylor in the box now, takes strike 1. In the air to left center. Cole on the move to the gap. He's got it. And there are 2 down. The relay throw. But it's offline. He will score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Right fielder, Luke Raley.
Now it's the right fielder, Luke Raley. Swing and a miss at a slider. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. In the air, left field. Can't get to it. This might clear the bases. Rosarena flies around third. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Plays the plate, and it cut him down. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do score. Bottom of the 6th. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Astros.
Man at first, nobody out. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. Now back in safely at first. Ball 1 low.
Down.
The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. There goes the runner. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. That's out to center field. And he makes the grab. And there's 1 down. So now with 1 away and a man at second. So next up for Houston, Christian Walker. Fouled off left side. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. He'll score easily, and it's 9-3. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Astros.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire.
Runner on the go. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Here's the fielder, Bryce Matt Edward Bizardo into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. 2 on, 1 out. Strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. Here's the left fielder, Zach Cole.
Left fielder, Zach Cole.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Hey.
Quick move to first, tries to get back and save. Two on, two outs. Runners on the move. And that one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. We go to the top of the seventh, and stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan. Now a step off the rubber to reset.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, number 70.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Liner caught it second. One pitch and one out. In now is the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. Liner caught it second. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Cole Young. Line drive, base hit. So the two-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
On the ground at first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. Two outs, bases full. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Check swing, went around. 0-2. Bases loaded, two down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Grounds one to short. Tosses to first. Out to escape a bases loaded jam. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Astros, Zach Cole. Bizzardo is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. Braden Shoemake up next for the Astros. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And there's one down.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Vasquez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Here's the pitch. Runner goes to third. Donovan. They get one. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. That one ripped right center field. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. But a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Ball, that's inside.
Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Swing and a ball driven out to center. And it hits off the monster. In comes the run from second. And in at second with an RBI double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping.
Oh, that drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status.
Up next for Seattle, third baseman.
So they're at the corners now. Here's the third baseman, Brendan.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Highway 10.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Double play ball to second. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. To the right side. Altuve slings to first. Third out. On to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
That misses the zone. Ball one. Ripped to short. To first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Up next for the Astros.
So, man aboard, Isaac Paredes. Up next for the Astros. Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now.
First baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Hey!
There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the out. So next up for Houston, Cam Smith.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. Two on, two outs.
Nope, that's inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Fouls it back with two strikes. Second and third, two down. Way high there. Full count now. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He jacks that one out to left. And they cut into the lead. It's 10-6.
I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round trip.
So two down. Here's the center fielder, Bryce Mack.
pitching for
Jose A. Ferrer on the pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Raley, long run into the gap. Makes the catch. Inning over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 10. We go to the ninth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Nobody on, but that changes now with the intentional walk. So up next, J.P. Crawford.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
On the ground, right side. Altuve over to Shoemaker. A sensational double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer deep.
Now pitching.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Angel De Los Santos. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Nope.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Raleigh off of first with 2 away. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Back here at Fenway, bottom 9. There comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Zach DeZenzo.
Now pitching for
So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
up next for the Astros.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Quick toss to first. Now back in safely at first.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Nope.
Shoemaker in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Munoz, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seam. Runner takes off. And there's a hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Vasquez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runner on the move. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The 1-1. Runner goes again. Softly hit to third. In there safely. Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
There goes the runner. This to center field. Caught, and the runner's dangerously far from first. Runner from third in to score. And they cut the lead to 2. One out man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Known for his late inning heroics.
Oh, that's good.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That one ripped but foul. And a count 1-2. Tying run at the plate. Nice grab. There's one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense.